Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our Grand Aquarium Emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Trivia Master Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Welcome to Grand Trivia, the only trivia show in any dimension where the points, oh, they do matter, and losing will cost you everything. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, and with me, as always, is intern Knock at the Cabin.
Hello, everyone. I'm intern Christy. Look,
Yes.
it says it.
Yes, it says Grand Trivia Master Fluval, and of course, intern. I can't quite make it out.
Christy, it's me, intern Christy. I'm Christy.
Yes.
Hello, I'm intern Christy.
Hello, we are not using QuizKit today, but I think you'll find the quiz solution we are using to be quite a twist.
Oh wait, that's not the twist noise.
No! Yes, that's much more of a twist noise.
That's
as
close.
is the aliens noise from the sound alert,
yes.
if anyone wants to set that off. Much like before the show, Dustfowl set off some slander with that fart
That
noise.
was such slander.
That was such slander, but...
Hail Fluval. Hail Fluval. Welcome, everyone.
Potatoes.
So
Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew.
Stick them in that stew. Fluval, do you know I am so excited tonight?
Why?
Big twist!
What's the twist?
It's M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes, happy M. Night one and all, because Knock
Happy
at the
M. Night.
Cabin was released tonight in your dimension,
Knock
so we have
at
10
the Cabin.
questions all about the
Slander.
terrifying filmmaker behind the movie. And, of course, we will use an equally terrifying trivia system.
Absolutely.
We're going back to Crowdpurr, baby!
Hell yeah! Why? Because we missed your comments. We all needed to see your suffering.
Yes,
because
you
as
need to see your
everyone
suffering.
knows, this is Radio Free Multiverse, where the points do matter and losing will cost you everything. We need to see that cost.
So go to crowd.live and enter room code
Yes.
S7
Yes.
the. That's right, it's S7 the.
S7 the.
Season 7 the. What? Tell us what
that's
show
the
you
twist.
think it's about in the chat. Wow.
But it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes, it's definitely directed by M. Night. M. Night does actually have an Apple Plus show right now.
Well, I'm so excited to talk M. Night. You know why, Fluval? Because tonight...
It's Servant is the show he has.
Servant.
Yes, changing trivia sites every week for your suffering. That's an extra bit of chaos. What trivia site will we use this week? We'll never tell. Oh, wow, this blocks a lot of my face.
Twist, big twist.
Talk about a big twist.
I see dead people.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's right, Lena316 sees dead people. And Dustfowl's partner, Lori, is also playing. Welcome Lori, to our game of trivia. That's the other reason we're using Crowdpurr, is up to 20 of you can play this game of trivia. And so far, about 10 of you have. So welcome to our game of trivia.
Fluval.
Welcome, Mikey Bay from the Void. Tragedy plus time. Jelly. Nope, those are old ones. Welcome, Jas Knight Fadson 2 makes M Fadsonite look like Jas. Stupid long names are back, baby. S7 the Bart that makes you old. The Mexico alien from Signs. Missy information. Okay, hey, Opala Koala. And Dustfowl. Jellybean is a name from an old knight.
The Bart that makes you old.
The Bart that makes you old.
I know it's bootleg Bart, but I immediately thought of the Bay Area Rapid Transit.
Well,
the
don't
idea
worry.
Of getting on a BART train and becoming old, like stepping off and being like, oh no, I'm old.
If we're gonna get on that train, we gotta get on it soon because BART may lose funding in 2 years. Hello, welcome, WizWorld Live with 30 viewers to help hail me, Fluval.
Yes.
You can join our game of trivia using this handy-dandy QR code or by going to crowd.live and entering code S7THE. We have 10 questions all about M. Night Shyamalan because tonight is the release date of Knock at the Cabin.
Knock knock. I don't have a knock.
Knock knock, who's there? It's trivia.
I see dead
And
people,
of
yes.
course, Missy Information sees dead people. Please don't make them go away.
Please. Wow, that movie writes
That
itself.
movie writes
We
itself.
are talking about, of course,
Which is also an M. Night movie.
Bart that makes you
The
old.
movie that wrote itself.
the movie that wrote itself. So, Fluval,
So,
I'm curious what you think. Why don't we guess the twist for tonight? If it's M. Night, there's gonna be a twist.
what if the twist is he understands that people expect there to be a twist? Missy thinks it's that the cabin is a ghost the whole time.
Okay.
Foolaloo thinks it's clapping for a teapot?
Oh, okay.
Is that David Bowie? Is that the David Bowie teapot from Twin Peaks: The Return?
Oh. Okay. I thought of like Beauty and the Beast. Like all of the appliances come to life because the trapped souls of those in servitude.
Yes. And Apollo Koala had to change their avatar because when they saw it here, it made them feel like a bootleg Bart. Oh, that's Foolaloof's little pot friend. I don't know. Well, thank you for bringing your pot friend
Little pot friend.
to our game of trivia.
All are welcome to suffer.
Yes,
here
all may suffer
on
before
the
I.
Multiverse's favorite.
Yes, the Multiverse's
show.
favorite show. Sorry, location.
Sorry, location.
This is it.
We will be dealing with them.
Yes.
This is just a bunch of interns. Oh, that was them.
That was them. That was the location.
Ooh, I was just torturing those interns like as a proxy, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Little pot friends,
You know,
little pot friends, welcome.
we just destroyed Earth, which is very relevant to our first question. So why don't we get it started? And we're skipping the countdown. True or false? M. Night Shyamalan both directed and co-wrote 2013's After Earth with Will Smith and Jaden Smith.
Ooh.
Is that true or is that false? Lock in your answers now.
After Earth.
Yes,
What
the Scientology movie where, was it Fear is a Choice?
Fear is a choice. Okay.
Fear. Oh,
Suffering isn't.
Danger is real. Fear is a choice.
Okay, danger is real. Fear is a choice.
And Jas watched
and
it
you're
recently.
watching Late Stage Capitalism. Who will survive?
That's right.
That's right. Please tune in, please.
And be sure to lock in your answers because
Please.
you're running low on points time. And of course, now that you've missed
Watch
most of
that
this question, we want to underline the quicker you answer, the higher you score. So if you are taking too long, you have already missed out on so many points.
It is begging
sure
to get
is.
exploded. Just look what it's wearing. Look at those clouds. Look at all those continents it's wearing. You can toggle fear on and off with the use of no fear branded apparel. That is Fantastic Things from the Void.
Yes, but the time is up on this question.
I was going to ask about sponsorships.
Well, we're going to see what they answered.
Cipher right.
8 of you said true, 3 of you said false, and the ones who were correct said true. All 8 of you got it right. Despite the posters and marketing aggressively playing it down, it's true. Shyamalan directed the movie and co-wrote it with recent George Lucas talk show guest Gary Whitta, who also sold another movie today.
Oh!
He tweeted it out.
What's the information on that? What are the deets?
That
What's
he
the
sold it.
twist?
That he sold it. That's all we know.
Wow. Oh, no. My twist is that I'm having trouble with this microphone.
Well, they get to hear all the great sounds of... As you would around. Yeah, he got the GLTS bump, and that helped him sell it. Rogue 2.
Rogue 2.
A Star Wars story.
Definitely the GLTS bump.
It's just hours.
Mike rubbing one out.
On an
This is part of the
asteroid
suffering.
field.
It's all part of the suffering.
But speaking of suffering, let's say you're suffering after that question. Missy Information isn't, and neither is Stupid Long Names are back. They're both in first. Opala Koala in second. The Bart That Makes You Old in fourth. Jazz Night Fadson 2 makes M. Fadson in fifth. Lakehe in fifth. Also, Ish at the Cabin in seventh. Fool in the Water in eighth. Dustfowl in ninth. The Mexico Alien from Signs. And P. Tate Schmolasses bringing up the rear with 0 points. So this is interesting. Dustfowl, the Mexico Alien from Signs, and P. Tate Schmolasses all have 0 points, but are for some reason sorted into different places. Whereas if you have points and are tied, you're in the same place.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I love a capricious
Love it.
system. love capricity.
Oh, Dustfowl answered first. That would do it.
Oh, that's wow.
That's the Crowdpurr we know and love. Bootlegged Bard, absolutely.
Beautiful.
It's great to be back at the Crowdpurr.
Redacton, that's for me to know and for you to find out. I drugged your air. You're all gonna be turning into one of these by midnight. I'm gonna have so many really nice codes, Fluval.
Speaking.
Most confidently wrong. That's true. We want to shame the most confidently wrong person. Should we do that, Fluval?
I mean, yeah,
Should we shame them?
Should we shame a lowly
Shame.
third-dimensional being? Yeah.
It's a beautiful form of suffering, and we would love to extract that from you.
It's Dustfowl.
Dustfowl!
It's Dustfowl. Dustfowl's the problem. It's Dustfowl. Dang, spoiled the twist, says Redactron.
What's a good sound for shaming? Because I love that because we can't flex, and I can't.
No, flexing was on Quiz Kit, but I'm glad you get to see the questions or the comments instead. What's up? What are you still trying to figure out a sound?
Yeah, I want those horns that are sad.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Wah wah wah.
Yeah. I got those. I got
them.
There we go.
There we go.
We sure did.
Quiz Fash. Loud and wrong.
Loud and wrong. Speaking of people who are loud and wrong, let's go to the next question.
Hell yeah.
Which Arrested Development cast member auditioned for a role in The Sixth Sense? Aaliyah Shawkat, David Cross, Michael Cera, or Will BoJack Horseman Arnett?
I think we should call them the shame horns.
Do you know the answer to this one, intern recollection?
Auditioned. I do know that the night that I saw The Sixth Sense, we were driving home on this eerie road in Lucas Valley, because why would I not be on the beloved property of George Lucas, beloved filmmaker,
of course,
confidant of Grand Aquarium,
who, by the way, is not the namesake of Lucas Valley. It was known that before he lived there.
Michael Cera should have been the green alien,
in what?
Perhaps. Well, we had just watched it, and then we came across a really gory roadkill of a deer, and there was much suffering to be had. It was a dark and spooky road.
You saw dead deers.
I saw dead deers. Never seen them.
Oh, true,
Never seen them in the same
true.
room. Love this. Destroy that Earth. Yes.
But let's see what you picked.
Shrek the Green Alien.
One of you said
Shrek.
Aaliyah Shawkat. One of you said David Cross. 4 of you said Michael Cera. 1 of you said Will BoJack Horseman and Reese's Pitchman Arnett.
Shrek. The green alien in Shrek. What was correct?
Great question. What was correct?
Which was correct? Hannibal Barcera?
Michael Cera.
Oh, he was trying to be the New Mexico alien.
He auditioned to play Cole Sear, the role that eventually went to Haley Joel Osment.
Oh, okay.
And in an interview with Esquire in 2009, Sarah said, quote, "We're gonna go to Fluval's Mind Palace for this one." Michael Cera said, "I auditioned for The Sixth Sense, which I didn't know was about seeing dead people. They didn't mention that in the breakdown. After seeing the movie and remembering the scene they had me read, it was the scene with the penny. Bruce Willis is saying, 'I can't be your doctor anymore,' and Haley Joel Osment starts crying and slides the penny over to him. It's a very emotional scene, and I did not do it that way. I did it upbeat. I said, 'Some magic's real,' very optimistically.
Wow.
Some magic's real, Bruce Willis. It's okay."
Yeah, I can see why they went with Haley Joel.
So can I. But let's see who went with the correct answer. Missed the information. The Bart That Makes You Old, Ish at the Cabin, and Pete H. Molasses all did.
Congratulations.
They're the only ones who gained points on that question.
Who was the wrongest first, though?
They have to tell us that. It actually won't tell us that.
It won't tell us?
No.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
I don't understand.
Wait, it will, actually.
Isn't it stupid long names are back because they got 0?
No, but almost all of them got 0.
Yeah, but who got 0 first?
It actually does tell me that. I just have to... It's not in a convenient way, I'll tell you that much. It looks like...
We really got to get the interns on that Mind Palace.
It looks like the one who got it... This isn't worth this is not worth all the time it takes. It looks like it was none other than Stupid Long Names Are Back, baby. Oh, yeah.
Yes!
But Missy got the answer right first. Man, actually, Missy got it right after Stupid Long Names Are Back, baby. Oh, yeah, got it wrong.
That's for you. Stupid Long Names Are Back, baby. Oh, yeah.
I see dead people.
I would like to clarify that I was guessing Will Arnett auditioned for the kid. Will Arnett can play anything. That's what Hollywood is telling us right now.
I mean, if he can play a cop on that, the murder improv show, he can
they
play
just
anything.
want him to be in every ad. They want him to be the voice of everything.
Yes.
And you know what?
He's the voice of
He should
Reese's Pieces.
It isn't worth the time it takes.
Wow.
That is a beautiful genre of comedy. I also like to call it suffering.
Suffering. Lego Batman was a dead person. I mean, his parents certainly were. Did you know? Oh, by the way.
I just love dunking on
Here we
Lego
go.
Batman.
Here we go. Did you know Bruce Wayne became Batman because his parents were killed?
I was not expecting that, Fluval.
It's a pretty obscure comic fact. Only the true diehards know that.
Twist!
Also, did you know his mother was wearing a pearl necklace?
That his father gave to her.
Yes.
Ooh, what were they doing in that alley?
They were going to see Zorro, and Bruce got scared.
Or maybe
Much like the
this
Fresh
is-
Prince from Bel-Air's mom.
Oh, this isn't a modern retelling of the Batman story in which Thomas Wayne is actually not a good person. And now Bruce has to reckon with the idea that the inspiration for his goodness was actually not all that great.
Thank you.
I sent a tribute to thank you.
Oh, I see your
Your
tribute.
suffering is tribute enough, but we do require more tribute. We require all of the tribute possible from you, and then we will extract.
Oh, this is some
husk.
good tribute, voice.
Still got that Batman mask somewhere.
We sure do, but now we have...
incredible. That's the super.
This is Void's behind-the-scenes
That's a
tribute for
surprise.
Michael Cera's other M. Night audition.
Thank you so much, Pain Angel.
Pain
We
Angel.
love
Pain Angel.
Pain Angel, beautiful Hellraiser, chic. We love it. Mwah. Give us that suffering. Floofaloof.
Fool aloof.
Foolaloof.
Fool aloof.
My brain says floofaloof and it imagines a llama.
Oh, Pain Angel loves your coat.
Thank you, Pain Angel. I will transform you into one tonight and then skin you and make a coat. And look, the inner lining has...
Ooh, bats and worms and... Oh, those worms are
Rib
snakes.
cages.
Those are snakes. They're just pink.
And little kitty cats.
And kitty skeletons. Studio cat skeletons right on the inside of your coat.
The only thing it doesn't have
Wait, look, I
is
just zoomed in for a
pockets.
closer look. Hold it up again.
Oh. The only thing it doesn't have is pockets.
No pockets. No pockets at all.
No, 0 pockets. Spoopy!
Spoopy.
Spoopy.
Much like the
Suffering.
films of M. Night Shyamalan.
We love it. We love.
So why don't we move on to question 3? Because, you know, M. Night Shyamalan doesn't only make horror movies.
We are already making faux fur one to make fun. This is
Exactly.
not
It's
faux.
real.
Void. I destroyed worlds. Okay.
Yeah. McDonald
Skin
Land got
this coat.
wrecked.
You know, okay, so what you do is you have to infect the entire planet. Only one of those fuckers. They have to be sapient. Only one will transform.
Yeah.
And only 1 in 10 purple. Most of them are just like random brown colors or just like gray, like wolfy things. And then one of them was Taylor Lautner.
Yeah, but when they turn out purple, you really grimace.
Yeah, so I killed them. So I'll infect your planets. Hopefully it's you.
It absolutely does follow. Mayor McCheese must answer.
I gotta pretend. Pretend what? That you're not suffering? Please, suffer. Body shape is an upset.
Well, why don't we move on then to question number 3? Which of these superhero movies was released first? Allegedly was supposed to be crossed out because he's definitely a creep singer. Who made the X-Men? M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable or Sam Raimi's Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Which of these superhero movies was released first? X-Men by Brian the Creep Singer, M. Night Shyamalan's Unbreakable, or Sam Raimi's Spider-Man? Seen here is a GIF from James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, which came out after all these movies.
Oh, that's fun. Mm-hmm. You know what I was thinking? What is the name of the big red guy from Looney Tunes? Because that person is an inverse grimace. Correct?
Yes, that would be Gossamer
Gossamer!
with their little sneaker feet.
Oh, little sneaker feet. I love. Stand. We stand the suffering. We stand it.
Excelsior! No, instead we're talking.
Stan!
We're talking
Oh.
Marvel's merry superheroes. So I, Stan the Man Lee, have to make a mischievous appearance as the head of the Marvel Merry Marching Society.
I definitely thought it was like yay, like we stand, like we
No.
stand. I'm glad you're here. Stan.
Wherever
I'm so
anyone
glad.
says they stand, I'm there. Excelsior! I'm like Tom Joad for fandom.
Oh, okay. Congratulations
Yes.
on that.
And whenever
Stan.
2 or more are standing, I am there.
Oh, wonderful.
I'm also like Jesus for stands. I'm like all mythological creatures who come out of hiding when many assemble in their name. I'm like Captain Planet, too.
So, like, some specific people can summon you.
I don't necessarily
transform
go
into
along
you?
with things like Captain Planet. Yes, I'm also like COVID-19. I'm omnipresent. Excelsior!
That's the twist.
No, I'm Fluval.
That Stan is always present. Welcome back.
Now let's
Fluval.
see what you all picked. 2 of you said X-Men, 5 of you said Unbreakable, 3 of you said Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew, 3 of you said Spider-Man. The correct answer is, of course, X-Men. X-Men was released in July of 2000, while Unbreakable was released in November of the same year. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was released in 2002 and really set the trend ablaze, much like the Human Torch who would be featured in the Fantastic Four movie.
I see dead people.
Please make them go away. Excelsior!
Excelsior.
And did you know...
Consider... Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh, but also... Before his Oscar nominated turn. Before his Oscar nominated turn in everything.
Sorry, did you have to cough Stan out the last bits of
still
Stan?
a Stan in there. Before his Oscar nominated turn in Everything Everywhere All at Once, Ke Kwan was a stunt rigger, assistant fight choreographer, and translator on the 2000 film X-Men, and Kevin Feige, head of Marvel Studios, was also a producer from the very beginning in the X-Men movie.
Wow.
He's always been there, as have his hats.
He has many, many hats.
Yes.
Consider nuh-uh.
Consider nuh-uh. 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 Well, let's go to our leaderboard and see who's saying nuh-uh to gaining points. Misinformation got it wrong, as did the Bart That Makes You Old and Ish at the Cabin. The only ones who got it right were LKH and P. Tate Shamalassis.
Shamalassis.
I just got your joke. P. Tate Shamalassis. I thought it was Schmalassis.
Oh, like potatoes.
It is potatoes molasses. It's P. Tate Shamalassis.
Shamalassis.
Well, why don't we keep the superhero trend going? So I'll be right back.
Potatoes.
Why don't we keep the
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Why don't we keep the superhero trend going with our next question?
Oh, welcome back,
Question
Stan.
number 4. In the 2019 movie Glass, it's revealed that David Dunn, Bruce Willis's character for Unbreakable, now goes by which superheroic alias? Die Hard, Security, The Overseer, or Unbreakable Man?
Unbreakable Man. What would you call him, like Bruce Willis Man or like Train Survivor Man?
David Man.
David Man?
His name is Dunn. David Dunn. No, I'd call him Train Man, or Tough Guy.
Dunn Man.
Tough Man.
The invulnerable
invincible-
man.
The Unbreakable Boy. Mr. Resilient.
Mr. Resilient.
Mr. Resistant. John Lifts It All. Intern Boy.
I do like that it's sort of remembered as the first superhero movie.
Yes, but it is not.
But it is not, and it is like not fun like a superhero movie. It was sold to me as a superhero movie.
Bruce Willisant.
I was like, Bruce Willisant.
Mr. Resistant rules.
Bruce wasn't.
Just don't call him Late for Dinner Man.
Bruce won't.
Well, I mean, no, he retired.
So he won't.
No, he retired because he has onset of dementia.
I'm so sorry.
So
about
it's sad that Bruce won't, because he's a neat guy, as he reminds us here.
But he won't be late for dinner.
He won't be. But he also, which of these superheroic aliases did Bruce Willis, aka David Dunn, operate under in the movie Glass? What did you pick? What do you think?
I think it's Security.
Ada, you got it right. It's the Overseer, because his powers are enhanced strength and durability, as well, and this is the key one, the power to see the crimes people have committed by touching them.
Oh.
Because that's how he catches criminals. If he brushes against you, he immediately knows all crimes you have committed, including all of the crimes against our characters that were committed by many of the early movies before the MCU.
Bruce, you better doubt. He has dead zone powers. Great for the return of Bruno.
If he shook David Hasselhoff's hand, he'd see the entirety of the movie where Hasselhoff played Nick Fury.
Incredible. However,
if he shook George Lucas's hand, he'd see Howard the Duck.
I just like that he like wiretaps people.
Great question, Things from the Void. Does the grandfather clause apply to his powers?
Yeah.
And what level of crime does he see if he touches someone's hand that when they were a
Right.
teenager, they pirated Will Wright's evolution-themed game Spore?
It's all just pirating. It's
And
all
then-
just like, oh my god, another fucking Boys to Men song.
And then they built penises
know.
in Spore.
Is that an embarrassing band to like?
No!
No. What's a boy band? Are they not
NSYNC.
a boy band?
Or the
NSYNC.
Backstreet Boys.
The
Spore deserved to be
Backstreet
pirated and was a
Boys.
disappointment. You're right. You're right. He wouldn't see it at all. It was yes.
Suffering.
He'd see all the press conferences that Peter Molyneux gave about any of his games and how disappointing they all were. None of them lived up to it. The God Game Simulator, especially.
Oh.
Spore was an absportion from misinformation. Also, now donate to the National Network of Absportion Fronts to help people not have to play the game Spore.
Yes, and abortion rights.
I
Buy
sure didn't pay for
abortions.
Spore,
Buy
but I
somebody
enjoyed
an
my free time with
abortion.
it.
Just buy someone an abortion. People need abortions because we need late-stage capitalism who will survive to last at least another 6 seasons, or else the network's really going to be on my ass. More abortions.
You know who
Paid
went
for Spore.
Well, let's
Paid
see
for an
who's
abortion.
in the ass end of the leaderboard. It's Am Payne who's joined our game. Welcome to our game of trivia. You got it right, but this was your first question. No, they got it right.
Oh, you got it right.
It's just their first question, so they have to earn more points to rise up the leaderboard.
Suffer because you joined the game late.
Missy is in first, the Bart that makes you old in second, Ish at the Cabin in third, LeKay in fourth, and P. Tate Shamalassis in fifth place.
The worst. Sim City in 2013. Paid for that. Can that be considered a crime?
That was
Or
a
is
famously bad sequel to SimCity.
just Frank Miller, just in general,
Oh, The Dark Knight Returns too.
is the crime. That was actually produced
right.
by Cocaine.
Yeah, when he touches
Executive
cocaine, he
produced.
sees he sees the movie that Stephen King doesn't remember directing. Maximum Overdrive.
Oh, you love to see it.
You do, just like you love to see. Question number 5, and I think
The only
bootlegged.
disappointment I faced was Switch Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap 2, yeah. It's where you take photos of Pokemon. It's where you'd be able to answer the question or the command. Get me pictures of Pokemon.
It was a Spider-Man movie the whole time.
It sure
but
was.
one of the ones with the correct guy.
The hell just happened to me?
Fluval, what's going on?
I don't know.
Oh my god, Fluval! We're having a little bit of a dimensional shift.
Excelsior! Now there's 2 of them. This is getting out of hand.
Or is this the twist?
Is this the twist?
He's molting. Or are there 2? Leaned out 27th dimension.
Yeah, now it's both that's 2. And I can try to position myself so I disappear into staying.
Oh my god! Stan won't leave. Y'all.
Stan will not leave.
Stan won't leave! This is somehow Crowdpurr's fault.
Oh, and
But he's a
absolutely.
ghost! Paracasual Fluval!
It absolutely
Dimensional
is.
flubbering. This screen burn. Tuval!
Yeah, it does seem like screen burn, doesn't it?
I love it. I love it. I mean, we are like 5th dimensional, so there are a lot of screens.
Oh no, it makes sense. I mean, look at all the screens behind us.
But also, it's because Stan won't leave. Love it.
Yes, it's
Love it.
Stan in the place where you live.
Oh my.
While you ponder my incredible greatness and marvel at how it's possible,
Clap, clap, clap.
you should check out this word from our very important sponsor.
Hello and welcome to Lou's Soup Pinatas this spooky season. You know you gotta get a pinata. You know you need a pinata to deliver the spooks. Your little pinata loving soul has been reason. You know why? It's in a pinata! If you're seeing this, I'm already dead. Just kidding! If I was dead, they'd have me buried in a pinata! You need a pinata! You know you gotta! We got live tarantulas in our pinatas, and yes, we are humane certified! Each one of those tarantulas has a little tarantula apartment and a little tarantula TV, and all it does is sit around thinking about ways to scare you! We have a pinata that started as the face of William Shatner! We have a pinata that started off as the face of Matt Bomer! We have a pinata that started off as your face! We've got dental thrills. We've got those weird saws that are just a wire going across like a hook. We've got bird cages with bones in them. We've got pliers. We've got potato peelers for some reason. They're all there in the pinata. We've got spooky, scary skeletons in a pinata. And this spooky season, don't think we're leaving anybody out. We've got the Babadook outside a pinata. We got a cis white man in a pinata. You know he works for a goddamn finance company. We've got the Necro Pinata Con. It's in a pinata. The cover, it's a pinata. That's right. The Necro Pinata Con. We've got Tucker Carlson's narcissism in a pinata. How'd we get it in there? You'll never guess. We put a mirror in the pinata. We've got a whole section that were created by Tony Collette, painting little figures of your life in your house and arranging them. That's right. And we've even got her in a pinata. Are you from Warner Brothers or Discovery? We got Batgirl in this pinata. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Let me just look up in this mirror. It's a pinata! In a pinata! Signs that say falling rocks ahead, except all the rocks are heads, and they're tumbling down the mountain, and you look at them, and they're all my head! It's in a pinata! When there's no more room in a pinata, the dead will walk the earth! They all float down here, loose pinatas! You know what we've got a pinata? Sauron's other eye! Pinata! You've opened a loose soup pinata's puzzle box, and now you must taste its pleasures! We stole your private data. We found out what kind of pinata you're into. And frankly, loose soup is disgusted! And we'll be bringing you those pinatas! Don't pinata this murder on me, and loose soup pinatas! We've got your unabsorbed twin in the back of your head making you do evil things in a pinata! It's there. It's there. Did we get it in the pinata? Is it still there? Our planets come, all of it, it's in a pinata. This is a sticky one, friends. Nobody owns these pinatas! Yet. Come down to loose pinatas. You know we need one. Everybody has a birthday, so everyone needs a pinata. And what kind of pinata is better than a loose pinata? Oh, you know what? It's actually pretty scary in there.
There is only Stan Excelsior! Why don't we now move to question...
Where's Fluval?
Planet what? I don't know. I heard something about some planets come.
We've destroyed a lot of planets.
We've destroyed a lot of planets. But you know, I think that the next question will be relevant to a bot that makes you old, because it's all about old. The movie about the beach that makes you old was based on a Swiss graphic novel called Hourglass, Old, Sandcastle, or The Scary Story About a Beach That Makes You Old Very Quickly. What was the name of the Swiss graphic novel, which was in French, that the movie Old was adapted from? I love the beach, says this quickly aging person.
Wow. Fluval, what's your favorite, Stan?
I'm Fluval, it's cool. I'm channeling I'm channeling Stan the Man Lee. I am Fluval and Stan.
Good. I was a little worried that Stan had taken over.
No!
I should not have doubted you, Fluval.
Stan is just making a little cameo.
Okay. Fluval, what's your favorite beach time activity? And Stan, too. Stan, what's your favorite beach activity?
I like throwing sand at Anakin Skywalker.
You read this. Throwing sand at Anakin Skywalker.
Because he hates it.
He is always at the beach, too. I love the suffering, peak suffering.
Peak suffering!
Bitch, if you don't like sand, why are you at the beach? Why are you at the beach?
The fountain of aging. Everything's normal. Ha 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 ha. And that slander came to us from Dustfowl, who slandered us quite a bit this episode with those sounds.
A lot of slander.
Or we call it slander because Stephen Premel slanders it with me regularly. Yes. But why don't we look at the answers? 4 of you said hourglass. 1 of you said old. 5 of you said sandcastle. And 1 of you said the scary story about a beach that makes you old very quickly.
Going for that shame. Shout out, huh? Who are you?
Gotta be old, says
Gotta be old.
Fool Aloof, but is Fool Aloof correct?
It's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. Well, it's Sandcastle.
You have no brain.
The graphic novel was released in 2013 and created by Pierre Oscar Levy and Frederic Peters. And it was called Sandcastle because the sandcastle is a metaphor for the slowly crumbling mortal body that gets washed out to sea.
Shame.
What?
What was the ending of the graphic novel? In what way was it different? Can you tell us? Do you know?
I could tell you.
Do you have that fact? Would you like to share that fact with us?
I mean, would I like to tell you?
Yes. I'm just curious because you know how much I love suffering.
You do like suffering.
I do like suffering. I do like suffering quite a bit. You know what else is really fun?
I can tell you the big difference between the two.
What?
In old,
yes,
they explain why the beach makes them old.
Okay.
But in Sandcastle, the possibility of rapid aging being an experiment is raised, and some details support it, but it's never spelled out fully, like it is in old, so it's left much more ambiguous.
Spoilers! We hope you suffered. That's the twist.
Yes, we did just straight up spoil a movie, didn't we? A movie that's actually not that old.
It's old. It's about a beach that makes you old. How did they think it was gonna end?
Well, I mean, no,
All we spoiled is that there are people on a beach that get old.
I mean, we also spoiled why they get old.
Look,
how they get old.
Big respect.
Why they get old.
But not what happens to them as they
get old.
And that's the really fucked up part.
It sure is.
How that happens. And so that's why you read a fucked up graphic novel, because you're like, I want to see the fucked up ways these people suffer.
Speaking of things that are fucked up, let's go to our leaderboard, where Missy information is in first. The Bart that makes you old in second, got 2 fewer points than Missy on that question. Ish at the cabin in third, despite getting one more point than the Bart that makes you old. Dustfowl and Am Payne also got it correct. Am Payne all the way up into 7th place now with 2 answers, so quite a contender. Less than 3 points behind P.T.H. Shamalassis, and could easily end up on our leaderboard on the next question.
Oh my god.
Could end up in the top 5 on our next question. Fluval usually doesn't go blue.
That's true. Fluval's pretty rad.
Yes. But now let's go on to our next question, which will be presented by a special guest presenter.
And you should all be incredibly excited.
So keep your eyes peeled and see if you recognize this friend of the show.
Hi, I'm Tommy Germanovich, and I was in the 2003 M. Night Shyamalan film, The Village. And here's your question. In the film, which color is perceived as the bad color? Is it blue, red, green, burnt apricot? Good luck.
Lock in your answers. Which color is perceived as the bad color in The Village, featuring Tommy Germ,
Tommy Germ.
brother of Eric Germ of Eric Extravaganza fame.
And you say that, and the network says that we don't have like big enough guests.
We have top tier guests.
Top tier.
Top tier, but lock
Did
in
you
your
see
answers.
how near he was to the alien lady, and she killed all the aliens?
Yeah, she was there with avatars, Sigourney Weaver.
She's an avatar.
She's the doctor. She's the doctor who went to Stanford.
I thought you meant M. Night Shyamalan.
That's right. Purple is
Avatar?
green.
I thought you meant.
Oh, you thought I meant The Last Airbender.
It's like the dog. Wait, what?
That's right. Before the Fire Nation attacked, there was peace. I mean, sorry, yes, Vamps' Sigourney Weaver.
Yes, purple is green.
Purple. Oh, wow. That means Eric Germ is 1 degree away from Vamps.
Oh, and whoa!
We are 2 degrees away from Vamps.
Damn.
Oh, absolutely, Fluval.
Yes, that is why.
That's why. But you're out of time, so be sure to be at the edge of your seat
Be at the edge of it.
as I reveal the answer to this question.
PM's twice.
As I reveal the answer to this question.
Sorry, Fluval Stan. Sorry.
Which is, of course. Well, you all picked red, and it's red. The color of all ill omens and monsters, including me, Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire.
True, Fluval, and you're so wonderful. You're so great.
I'm
One
so
person
evil.
guessed burnt apricot, and I want to know who it was.
Well, you want to know who? I can check who.
Tell me.
Let's see. Who said burnt apricot?
I have my shame horn ready.
P. Tate Schmolasses said burnt apricot. Shame. But thank you again to Tommy Germ for presenting that question.
Yes, thank you so much.
I said all ill omens and monsters, including me.
Yes, ill omen.
I'm in the list. I'm absolutely in the list.
You're the definition there.
Oh yeah, but I would be a broken character. Gary, you look at me in the monster manual and your brain would short out.
Mm-hmm.
You think vorpal weapons are bad? They got nothing on me.
Long time maximum, though he sought, so rested he by the tum-tum tree. And
The tum-tum tree.
In thought.
And thought.
as an uffish thought he stood,
Oh.
the Jabberwock Fluval with eyes ablave came whistling through the tulgey wood and burbled at his cane. 1, 2, 1, 2. And
1, 2.
through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. I forgot how long I had to get through that poem to get back to vorpal blade.
Yes.
I was definitely expecting to say like a line and then, you know.
Fluval used Crowdpurr. Adventure is confused, and Missy is glad that intern long verse here as the Jabberwocky.
Of course you fucking do, Missy. I think I like
if you
judging
enjoy
people by like looking at them and being like, you probably have Jabberwocky memorized.
And if you enjoy content by people with the Jabberwocky memorized, be sure to check out Missy Analysis' podcast, Not a Hate Watch, which recently released a brand new episode on the Girls Have Fire, the podcasts of Missy and Alice feed.
Yes,
available.
it's very fun.
Wherever you get your podcasts. Bazingers said Things from the Void. Yes, because their episode was all about the Big Bang Theory.
Yes, and basically when Alice says Bazinga, I died laughing.
Bazongers.
So I am a zombie.
Zombie, You know, that was a big song in the 90s, which is relevant to our next question.
Oh, okay.
Question number 7. I didn't even go to the leaderboard. Question number 7. M. Night
you,
Shyamalan
leaderboard,
ghost wrote which of these teen rom-coms? Can't Hardly Wait, Clueless, Drive Me Crazy, or She's All That? Do you know the answer to this one, intern cinema?
I can't hardly wait to hear because I'm clueless about the answer to this question.
Oh, yeah?
It's driving me crazy. And Fluval, you are all that.
I am. Did you know that this same year that The Sixth Sense came out, M. Night Shyamalan also wrote Stuart Little?
Hell yeah.
Because this same year was a big year for M. Night.
Big M. Night year.
Big M. Night year. He also turned down doing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. He said it was because he was too busy with Unbreakable, but I like to think he knew the twist that was coming to the Harry Potter franchise, which was that J.K. Rowling is a turf. And he's like, I don't want to be part of that twist. No. Not for M. Night, thank you very much.
Flex.
Well, I have bad news for you, CBC.
Get ready to suffer. I'm so excited
Yes,
for this
Notorious Turf, J.K. Rowling. Fuck Joanne Rowling.
Seriously, bringing down late-stage capitalism. Who will survive Earth? We do not want.
But let's see what you picked on this question.
Wait, but CBC 9000, we have bad news for you.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost
Did someone say
Rider?
Ghost Rider? Word.
CBC 9000, we are not using a system in which one can flex.
Yeah.
Guess why? Guess why?
Why?
Because we're back at Crowdpurr. And that's the twist.
Talk about a little twist.
We're
back on Crowdpurr. CBC loves it as well.
Suffering!
And yeah, someone who changed their identity can't understand someone changing their identity. Absolutely. But none of you thought it was Can't Hardly Wait. 2 of you thought it was Clueless. 3 of you thought it was Drive Me Crazy. 5 of you said it was She's All That. And the 5 of you are... I didn't play the sound. The 5 of you are correct. It is, in fact, She's All That.
Wow.
Which was also 1999, along with Stuart Little and The Sixth Sense.
Tell me a little bit about that year for M. Night.
That was really, he did 3 movies that were all pretty big hits.
Wow.
The Sixth Sense is the only one he directed.
Was he? What was he doing? Where was he? Was he in Philadelphia? Had he just moved to LA? Like, Crowdpurr #1.
He was like
number 1.
29 when all this was happening.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I like
And he
that.
was in early talks to write the script for the 4th Indiana Jones film.
Oh, I love that for
But
him.
after it fell through, and he said it was too tricky to arrange and not the right thing for him to do.
Honestly, more movies need the M. Night touch, of absolutely bonkers B-movie energy.
Just like The Happening, yeah.
I was 29 once. I am outside of time and space. So I'm so old.
I'm old, so I already know.
Did you end up on that beach? I remember when.
Or did you go get old the old-fashioned way, where it just takes a long time?
My dude.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I don't know that much about.
They roasted a lot of people.
Probably an asshole.
In Scary Movie 3.
I don't know that one movie.
Have you seen the clip where Spielberg really underscores that George insisted they aren't aliens?
What aren't aliens?
In Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
They're people?
They're multidimensional beings, not aliens. And I appreciate George drawing that distinction.
That is true. I would
Much
die
like
in hours, you would.
Oh, so M. Night revealed that he did She's All That, or Ghost wrote She's All That, in an interview with Movies.com from the After Earth press tour, where they said, people have come to expect a certain thing from an M. Night Shyamalan movie, so do you find yourself picking projects that are going to manage what has become this idea of you as a brand? And M. Night said, I guess I would say that I manage it in the sense that I try to make it more accurate. For example, you're saying the audience's relationship started with me with The Sixth Sense. That same year I wrote Stuart Little. That combination is pretty accurate. The breadth of that and my interest in that, the family-oriented nature of that story, somewhere between there is where a lot of my movies fall. But if you don't take that side of it into account, it's probably more limiting than what my tastes are. By the way, I ghost wrote a movie that same year that would even add to the breadth of it all, but I don't know if I want to tell you what movie it was.
Ooh.
Laughs.
What movie was it?
I ghost wrote She's All That.
Oh.
Laughs.
Fine. What I love about that is that he later did a family-friendly bonkers movie with a man of the trash can, Paul Giamatti. That's right. Lady in the Water.
Yes, the Lady in the Water.
Did I just ruin trivia? I just got really excited about it.
No,
Okay.
I don't. There's no trivia questions about
Lady in the Water
Lady
is
in the
fucking
Water.
bonkers.
Yeah.
Paul Giamatti pulls like an otherworldly nymph out of a fucking pool.
The M stands
and then
for
has
movies.
to like process his trauma around his whole family dying.
Movie Night Shyamalan.
And like the nymph is there to tell M. Night, who is a
Yes.
writer in the movie, is there to tell him that he is so special. That he's
wait.
gonna write something so special.
The Giamatti is so special.
No,
Oh.
Giamatti's the landlord. M. Night plays the writer.
Right.
The nymph is there.
Oh, to tell
To be
M.
like,
Night.
M. Night, the things you write are going to be so important to this world. My role in this story is that I come from my world, and I tell you that you're correct. You are. Write things. Now, we got to get my ass back into the pool. And...
And then
do a prophecy, and
there's
then
a whole movie trying to get her back to the
a
pool.
bunch of stuff happens, and a movie critic dies in a really gruesome way because he's wrong.
Manic Pixie Lady in the Lake.
100.
So I was gonna say if it was
I
the
kind of want to watch it.
if it well I don't want to spoil anything, so I can't say what I was gonna say.
What?
You already did about Paul. I was gonna say if it was, hey, Paul Giamatti, I'm gonna write something special for you. I was gonna be like, did M. Night write that Gethard episode? Did he ghostwrite that Gethard episode too? Talk about a little twist. But let's go to our leaderboard to see who got that one right. Missy Information sure did, and so they're still in first. Ish is in second. The Bart That Makes You Old is the Bart that's in third. LeKehe in fourth. Dustfowl in fifth. The Mexico Alien from Signs in sixth. The Fool in the Water in seventh. Eighth. Jazz Night Fadson 2 makes M. Fadson look like Shyamalan Fadson.
Did anyone
Stupid
get
long
0?
names are back, baby. Oh yeah. Ninth. Am Payne in 10th. P. Tate Shamalassis in 11th. And Opala Koala in 12th.
Has anyone gotten 0 points?
Place. No. They've all got, I mean, like, big spoiler says Missy Information to what movie or show?
The Lady in the Water?
The Gethard Show?
Oh.
More broadly, the entire series?
The entire series works up to who is in that.
Did you know Gethard gets beat up by a Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner?
All the time.
Definitely only one of them.
All the time. Yeah, no, Paul Giamatti, I just want everyone to see something really quick.
You did? Okay.
Fluval.
I don't know what I spoiled. What?
I have something to show everyone.
Okay.
It's going to take me a moment. So
Should we
what
go
I
to-
need is for you to...
Should we do question 8 while you're pulling it up?
No.
Okay.
Because this is what I have to share. If we can pull it up, I just need you to all look at Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, he gets
I
beat.
I just want you all to see
Oh.
this
Sorry for
picture.
spoiling the Paul Giamatti appears on the Gethard Show.
I'm not sorry. I want you to suffer. Get big. I want to see Paul Giamatti. Look at him.
I'm sorry I didn't
Look at
spoil
him.
something
He's so
bigger.
ready to defend that Manic Pixie Dream Lady.
A wet little
Look at
man.
him. Look at that wet
Absolutely
little man.
sopping. Did you see him in all those
at
Verizon
him.
ads where he plays like historical characters like Scrooge?
Absolutely not. I could have just pulled up any photo of him. No, this is him from The Lady in the Lake.
Yeah, what is it? Is this
That's
from
why-
50-50?
What? No, it's from Lady in the Water.
Is this from Sideways?
No, it's from Lady in the Water. Fluval. This is from Lady in the Water.
Is this
He
from
thinks
John Adams?
He has to fight a grass monster.
Is this from
And
Big
this
Fat
is-
Liar?
No, this is from Lady
Wait,
in
is
the
Mary Houlihan in this
Water.
photo? Is it from Billions?
It could be from Billions.
Is this from Fred Claus?
Is this? I
Where
mean,
he
this
plays
person,
Santa?
This person could be Mary.
Is this from Shoot 'em Up?
Blonde, bangs? Those are the.
Is this from
features.
American Splendor where Paul Giamatti played Harvey Picar?
No, this is him.
Is this from Jungle Cruise with his character Nilo?
No, this is from Lady in the Water.
Oh, it's Gunpowder Milkshake where he played Nathan.
No, this one's Lady in the Water. Look at
Is
him.
this
He's
the Big
gonna-
Mouth
he's
episode where
gonna
he
fight.
voiced Andrew's shit?
He's a hero.
Is this
okay?
Lodge 49 where he played L. Marvin Metz?
This is not James Adomian as Paul. This is Paul Giamatti.
Is this from when he played BoJack Horseman?
Or the illusionist when he played BoJack Horseman in the Sarah Lynn story?
Oh, it's the episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live where he played Fan.
Fan?
Yeah, I guess he was a fan of Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, in this one, he's in Lady in the Water, and he thinks he has to fight a big grass monster so that he can get the lady back into the water.
Where's Turbo the Fast Snail where he played Chet?
Probably somewhere in the building that he owns.
Is this Ernest and Celestine where he voiced Rat Judge in the English version?
Rat Judge. I can't speak for Rat Judge, but this is him in Lady in the Water.
Oh, I love it. This is when he played Ben Bernanke in the TV movie of Too Big to Fail. Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke.
No, this is from Lady in the Water.
It's where he played Anthony Russo in the Pentagon Papers.
You see, he thinks he's gonna be the big hero and like save this lady, but he's not. He's not gonna save this lady. He's gonna heal this lady. He's gonna heal her by processing his own grief. That's how it happens. Look, it's Bryce Dallas Howard. Is that her? That's the lady in that water?
I guess.
Look at her. Wow.
I mean, you know what they say. What is grief if not love persevering?
Precisely.
So I hate it.
Rat Judge translated role of Simon Cowell
in other countries. Oh, it's his role in Straight Outta Compton.
No, this is from Lady in the... This is from Lady
I'm
in the
not the
Water.
one who ended that screen share. That was not me.
No, that was not you.
But you know what is me? I'm the problem, it's me, because we're moving on to question number 8. M. Night Shyamalan was raised in which city, which is also frequently the setting for his movies? Burlington, New York City, Philadelphia, or West Orange, New Jersey?
I no longer have the ability
to bring up comments or anything?
to look through the
Redactron just got ad for the city for Cleveland and Oreos. Burlington, the coat factory.
Oreos.
Seen here is
You
a
need
city.
a coat.
But which city did M. Night... I mean, hey, Burlington has more than great coats.
Oh, does it?
That's what they say. But M. Night Shyamalan was raised in which city, which is also frequently the setting for his movies? Burlington, New York City, Philadelphia, or West Orange. It was Lady in the Water is probably the hottest Paul Giamatti will look. Says Am Payne Angel.
Yes.
Yes.
That is likely. I do love that stare. But what I like is that he's not the guardian. He's the healer.
No. Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Rocket Raccoon, and Dave Bautista are the guardians. And Vin Diesel, of course.
That is true.
Mr. Fambly himself.
Mr. Fambly himself.
Vin, the Fambly Man Diesel.
So something that I love is that there is this third dimensional book called CPTSD from Surviving to Thriving.
Yeah.
Written by a Mr. Pete Walker.
Pete Walker.
But you know what? It actually was written by a Mr. Paul Walker. So I think you should all read it because it's all about family. And I find that hilarious.
I mean, you know what they say when you're recovering from CPTSD, the key is to live your life a quarter mile at a time. But let's see what answers you picked. One of you said Burlington, none of you thought it was the Big Apple, 7 of you said Philadelphia, and 1 of you thought it was West Orange. The correct answer is Philadelphia. Shyamalan partially sets his films in Philly so that he can spend time with his family. During the press tour for Old, he told Flood magazine, quote, "It's been a long time coming to shoot a film away from home. The source material is a graphic novel, as we know, called Sandcastle. And I got it 2 years ago. After deciding to buy it, I sat my family down and we had a conversation. There's this movie I want to make, but I can't shoot it in Philadelphia near home. It's going to be a little bit of a new experience for us as a family. I've been really unwilling to break some of the codes we've had as a family before this. For my whole career, I've never left them for more than a week.
Wow.
We've had a very normal life, even though my kids have seen their father on television. I'm there for dinner.
God.
I'm there on the weekends. I'm there all the time. I'm very entwined with their life, so filming abroad for an extended period of time would be an unusual step. We talked about this way in advance and were prepared. Even so, it was unmooring to not be at home and sleeping in my own bed. The smallest things, like coming back to my hotel room, were weird. You felt unconnected to your source.
Okay. Sure. Sure,
Much like our
nice.
leaderboard, which is the source of all suffering in this game. Where Misty Information is in first, Ish at the Cabin in second, The Bart That Makes You Old in third, not filmed in Philadelphia, as we know. Lakehe in fourth, tied with Fool in the Water. Dustfowl in sixth. Stupid Long Names Are Back, Baby. Oh yeah, in seventh.
Yeah.
Jazz Fadson 2 makes M. Fadson look like Shyamalan Fadson in eighth. The Mexico Alien from Signs in ninth. Am Payne in 10th. P.H. Molasses in 11th. Opala Koala in 12th. And Jas making the point. The rich person didn't want to be inconvenienced. Boo-hoo.
Boo fucking
Go
hell.
Birds. Go Birds. Chris Pratt will look very hot in hell for being homophobic. That is
That is very true.
fair enough. Dust Fowl. And the original Butlington
Birds.
Coat Factory is in Butlington, New Jersey. We're more than great butts.
More than great butts.
But yeah, the Birds are making it to the Super Bowl because they beat the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh.
Who
Birds
got
are
hurt
vicious.
so much that they are on their fourth quarterback. I don't know about sports, but I know about pain.
I know about birds.
You do know about birds.
They'll fucking hunt in packs.
They sure will. Unlike 49ers, who will turn on
Pelicans.
each other for a claim.
Pelicans will try and eat anything. They don't know how big their heads are. They'll try and eat fucking anything.
And 49ers will betray each other over a claim.
Oops. That's right. I can read comments now. That's right. I can't put them up. That's the twist.
But you know, I said the number 49 a lot right there. And
You did.
speaking of numbers, all of the answers to this next question are numbers. The Sixth Sense was nominated for 6 Academy Awards. How many did it win? 0, 2, 4, or 6? Here's a dinosaur at the Oscars.
Ooh, a dinosaur.
No. I would obliterate them with my eye lasers.
Yes. Well, of course, Fluval.
I'm also not a fish.
Fluval is not a
Technically.
fish. And Fluval is also the highest of all fifth-dimensional beings, of
Well,
course. The most
I mean, I'm
important.
decanted from the most important. Grand Emperor
You
Aqueon
are-
is far beyond me.
But you are a
All
narration
hail
of the endless enclosure.
Grand Emperor Aqueon, the boundless enclosure, the endless fish tank.
Yes. That which ensnares us.
A fish dimensional being. Very good, fool aloof.
Very good, Foolaloo.
Let me
I
sure.
still imagine a fucking llama. An alpaca llama.
What?
Because I hear floofaloo.
Oh, from their name.
and
I
so
thought you just meant in
imagine a really
general.
fluffy llama,
I just see llamas.
but like an alpaca llama.
I see llamas.
I see llama people. I've been watching a lot of BoJack Horseman.
That's a good point. But now you've all locked in your answers. Let's see what you picked. 3 said 0, 3 said 2, 3
Yes,
said 4,
yes.
2 said 6. So pretty evenly divided, including that there slander from Dustfowl.
Slander.
Missy slandered right before that. But who was right? The answer is 0. You see dead people, including their chance of winning an Oscar. It was nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Original Screenplay, and Best Film Editing, but it didn't win any. However, the film did take home multiple awards for other shows, including a Nebula Award for Best Script, 2 Saturn Awards, and a Broadcast Film Critics Association Award. And in 2013, the Writers Guild of America ranked it as the 50th best screenplay ever written.
Wow. Okay.
So a lot for a man who spent some time in director jail because it made a movie about death, about evil plants. He had to like self-finance a like very cheap movie to get out of director jail.
He should not have hired Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is a bad person.
Well, yes.
Like,
Well, from the ethical perspective, yeah.
he should not have hired Mark
Yeah, and it was
Wahlberg.
the American Beauty year, so that's probably part of why it didn't win, because they also awarded another
American
bad person.
Beauty also
Kevin Spacey.
and a repulsive movie. Just repugnant.
Missy Information in first place, Ish at the Cabin in second, The Bart That Makes You Old in third, Dustfowl in fourth. Fifth is Lakehe and Fool in the Water tied, but it's also now time for... So many of the award nominations that the movie received, The Sixth Sense received, were specifically for Haley Joel Osment's performance as Cole Sear. In total, Osment was nominated for 13 awards and won 9 of them.
Wow. And
So
that was
it's
a really
probably good they
performance.
didn't cast Michael Cera.
I feel like that would have been a different movie.
I agree. Stuart Little was nominated for Best VFX the same year. Big year for M. Night is what we're all saying here. But that was our penultimate question. So it's time to go on to the ultimate question.
Oh my god.
Question number 10. It's a wager round. Wager your points.
Wager your points!
Many of you can still win if you wager it and the person who's in first, second, or third gets it wrong if they wager too much. Be aggressive. Play it conservative. Play it however you want. It's time to wager the points you've earned through this game. This is one of the best parts of Crowdpurr.
It's a movie called The Matrix. Fun instead.
Also, listen to the Not a Hate Watch episode about The Matrix. Oh, fuck this, says Missy Information.
Oh, fuck this. We love the suffering. We love it. We love it.
We do love it. Here's a hint since we're almost out of time. It's actually, this question is about M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh.
Yeah, if you don't answer, you don't lose points, though. That's true, Blogtoven. That was the
awesome.
realization that made us leave Crowdpurr.
That too is true.
I'm glad you remembered that, Blogtoven. True or false? As a kid, M. Night Shyamalan drowned in a frozen lake and was legally dead for 30 minutes. After being resuscitated, he claimed that he had the power to speak with the dead. Is that true or is that false? Did this happen to M. Night Shyamalan, or is it one of his ingenious works of fiction?
Wow.
Do you know the answer to this one?
I have a feeling.
Intern Catastrophe?
I'm intern Christy. Thank you so much.
A buried secret, says Jas Fadson. Sure, why not? Glad all our points are on this question, says Missy Information.
Always go
Comma,
on.
if you will, says Jas Fadson Montgomery.
If you will.
It's a buried secret, if you will, says Jas Fadson Montgomery.
Ooh.
This question should have been, what does the M stand for?
What does the M stand for? That would just be like racism.
Menage.
Menage.
Yeah, M-A-N-O-J. But your answers are locked in for this question, not the other one. And 8 of you said
Movie.
true, 3 of you said false. It's false!
Trixie Fluval.
But it is one of the central claims in The Buried Secret of M. Night Shyamalan,
What?
a hoax documentary that Shyamalan made with the Sci-Fi
What?
Channel. The film
What?
commits hard to its bit, as Vulture notes in an article about it, built to lead up to the highly hyped release of Shyamalan's film, the Tommy Germ vehicle, The Village. This bizarre spectacle follows documentarian Nathaniel Kahn as he begins to profile Shyamalan for what's ostensibly an authorized puff piece, at least until Kahn begins poking into the director's shrouded personal history, at which point Shyamalan appears to pull out of the proceedings in anger. Before Buried Secret aired, Shyamalan had been planting stories in the press that he was unhappy with the movie, which promised to reveal a secret that the filmmaker preferred to keep hidden. It didn't take long before the media figured out that the whole thing was a publicity stunt. Kahn and Shyamalan were in cahoots. We're on Crowdpurr, though. Carefully crafting an unauthorized documentary that was actually a burnishing of the Shyamalan brand. And the Buried Secret, as a child, Shyamalan accidentally drowned and then was resuscitated after a half hour spent dead. He returned with the sixth sense to speak to dead people. And here's a clip from that documentary. The whole thing's on YouTube, by the way.
R.I.P.
He
points.
was about, I think it happened when he was 10.
10.
And I don't remember exactly, but he fell through the ice of the pond and almost drowned, and then was rescued. He felt that
Good suffering.
what happened that day really
Suffering, Missy.
kind of
Suffering.
marked him in a way. And he actually gave me the watch. He was wearing a watch when it happened. And he gave it to me.
Really?
Yeah. don't even know if he
Okay.
remembers.
Do you have it?
I don't know if he remembers when he fell through the ice and almost died.
Potatoes.
And was
Boil
dead.
them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
You're right, did die for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And there's the watch.
What will be revealed about the watch?
I think it's just that it was the watch he was wearing.
So it was 6:30.
That's why I love the like lo-fi, low-key, just like
Yeah.
this is not dramatically paced at all because
Yeah.
it's a documentary.
When I said before, you definitely check it out.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, 'cause I know it's really
Wow.
It does. Oh. And then, of course, in Unbreakable, someone was in the water. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Bruce Willis fell in a pool. Haley Joel Osment said dead people. The Water Nation was in Last Airbender.
Yep.
It must all be connected.
It's all connected.
But
it's
now-
like M. Night Shyamalan in Love, but it's just like what's M. Night's like secret trauma.
I do wonder if M. Night watched George Lucas in Love or Shakespeare in Love and was like,
This
I'm gonna
is
do
my
that.
version.
I'm gonna do my fake version. Yeah, it's the Taylor's version of In Love movies. But of course, yeah, that was quite a chaotic question. So we have to
Love
end
the
our
chaos.
game and see who wins. In first place, Ish at the cabin.
Ish at the cabin!
In second place, Dust Fowl. Third place, the Mexico alien from Signs. Missing information despite leading the whole game. Down in fourth place.
Down in four.
Fool in the water in fifth. And from there, many people ended up with 0 points based on their wagers.
I'm so excited.
Also, we had
for
12 people playing.
suffering.
More players than we could have on Kahoot.
Wow.
Because Kahoot maxes it out at 10.
That's just rude.
Very rude indeed.
Very rude. Very, very rude.
But, so,
This
Ish at the
only
cabin.
makes me stronger, Missy. We
Ish at the
hope it
cabin.
makes you
Send us your
suffer.
address so we
I
can
think
send
we
you.
have Ish at the cabin.
We do, you're right.
We do.
We have Ish at the cabin. But if we
can send
if
you
it's
wild
changed-
chat. Yeah.
if it's
let us
changed or
know.
you think we don't have it, let us know.
I think we have it.
I think we do. This will only make me stronger because next time I will destroy every single one of you. Speaking of destruction, why don't we take a look at the prize everyone gets to enjoy? Da-da-da-da. That was it. The thing everyone gets to enjoy, the destruction of an Earth. Oh, we can also send it to
Wonderful.
Ish's cabin.
Ooh,
Middle of the woods.
Boom!
Boom.
We have to hand deliver it.
We would have to hand deliver. Oh, you'd have to hand deliver it. I don't have hands.
No, you do not.
But thank you for joining us for this night of M. Night Shyamalan trivia. And thank you again to Tommy Germ for sending in your...
Really close. Think the prize
Your-
was the twists along
Yeah.
the way.
But thank you so much to Tommy Germ for sending in your guest question.
Much.
It was great getting to have an actual cast member of The Village on this episode. Brazil really takes a beating.
Yes.
Is that what the laser hits? Yeah, it is.
Oh, wow. You know, I mean, the whole place is gone.
Well, you know, many villains like to burn the Amazon.
True.
So maybe I'll get to be a big podcast host now, huh?
Yep. Precisely.
Talk about a little twist. But thank you for joining us for this exciting episode of Grand Trivia.
Great twist. Great twist.
Be sure to join us next week for another exciting episode of Grand Trivia with a mystery theme that will be revealed. But until then, we'll be seeing you next week. We have your coordinates.
Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away.
Fluval.